So there were a few different uh, configurations on this Garrard 990B's tone arm lowing mechanism that I adjusted, and I got it to lower considerably slower than what it was. It was originally, not originally, but after I went and monkeyed around with it, it was coming down too fast and it was bouncing up off the record. And so there's a couple of different things that I adjusted both above on the tone arm, like the platform lifting height, and there's a spring on the other side, which acts as the counter force to pull the platform back. Post on the underside, and there's a platform that as it slides, it pushes it up and then goes down. So there's a spring that acts as that counterbalance. So that way, when this platform rotates, that post goes down and it lowers the platform and it lowers the tone arm onto the record. And so there's a place to where you can adjust where the other end of that spring is connecting to. So I picked, it was not the furthest away, but the second, third furthest spot away from as far or as tense as it could be. So I adjusted it and brought it all the way closest to. So there's not a lot of tension on that spring. So it's really making the that spring's providing a lot a light force, a light counterbalance to that. So it's really making the differential fluid the dominant factor in the speed of lowering the tone arm. The other thing was just lifting the tone arm height and adjusting the restrictor on how high it can go. And so we've got that coming down at a really nice pace to where it doesn't bounce off the record. The other thing, the clicking, unfortunately, this is just going to be an old turntable that's just going to be a characteristic of this guy. I'd taken it apart. I turned the platter around with the cam gear. I tried it dry with white lithium grease. This grease, oil, Singer 3-in-1 oil, Singer high speed sewing machine oil, and it just clicked. There was nothing there, and there was no configuration or lubrication that I have that I can use that got rid of that. Currently testing the stacking spindle, making sure that the new settings of this tone arm doesn't hit the bottom of the record, in case whomever adopts this Garrard 990B, in case they want to use the stacking spindle, they don't have to adjust that. And it's still dropping just a little bit faster than what I'd like, but not by much, and not so fast that I don't think, like, I wouldn't be worried putting like a modern cart on this. I think it'd be pretty, I mean, not a terribly expensive cartridge. Like, I'm not going to put like a $300 cartridge on this rascal, but the AT VM95E would be a pretty good one. The Nude elliptical would be a pretty good cartridge for this tone arm. What was I going to say? Yeah. So up next, just to make sure I didn't break the new wires on the tone arm, we're going to hook it back up to the receiver and make sure that sounds. But I think this old gal is going to be good to go. So we'll call this rascal done, assuming I didn't break any wiring in the attempt of fixing this. This being the clicking and the tone arm dropping. And then once we get that guy buttoned up and locked, it's onto that other Garrard 990B. I am tired of this model, to be honest with you.